But you can go on YouTube on your phone.
I know, I have been, because I wanted to watch the Bochy retirement program.
You should watch the stuff about Trump, too.
I'm sick of Trump.
Nah, to find out if he's going to be impeached.
Oh.
I wasn't done watching this.
Let me see this.
A submarine rose after officials announced a test. On Tuesday, the missile launched just days ahead of the scheduled resumption of nuclear talks with the U.S. this weekend. The missile flew about 280 miles and reached a maximum altitude of 565 miles. Japan initially said that 2 missiles were launched, but later clarified it was likely one projectile that went through the stage separation. The projectile hit the waters in Japan's exclusive economic zone, according to the Japanese government. North Korea conducted a similar test from the sea around 3 years ago. The nation does not have operational submarines that can carry ballistic missiles in its small fleet. But some experts have said that North Korea is attempting to raise the stakes and ramp up pressure on the U.S. before their nuclear negotiators meet on Saturday. A submarine-launched ballistic missile are considered key to delivering a second strike capability that can be used to retaliate against a nuclear attack. To be assured of the capability, the submarine must not only have the ability to launch a nuclear ballistic missile, but also the endurance to sail within range of the land. In the meantime, North Korea isn't the only one launching missiles. The United States military has successfully launched a Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile showcasing the country's ability to counter 21st century threats, according to the Defense Forces. Launched from the Vandenberg Air Force Base in California, the unarmed missile traveled an estimated 4,194 miles across the Pacific Ocean to the Marshall Islands. The Air Force Global Strike Group stated that the test demonstrates that the United States nuclear deterrent is robust, flexible, ready, and appropriately tailored to deter 21st century threats and reassures our ally. The Air Force stressed that the test was not a response to world events or regional tensions. And Russia has been busy as well. The combat teams of the Russian Air Force and Air Defense Army from the Western Military District successfully test-fired the new S-400 surface-to-air missile systems after they were accepted for service, according to the district's press office. At the practice range, the combat teams of a surface-to-air missile battalion accepted the S-400 system from the manufacturer. The new S-400 system struck all the designated targets. Russia's S-400 Triumph is the latest long and medium-range surface-to-air missile system that went into service in 2007. It is designed to destroy cruise and ballistic missiles and can also be used against ground installations. The S-400 can engage targets at a distance of up to 400 kilometers and an altitude up to 30 kilometers under intensive enemy fire and jamming. So definitely a lot of missiles flying in the air as of recently. But according to an IRGC Air Force head, Iran has been storing military equipment in underground tunnels. The commander stated that they're very complex tunnels and have been dug deep under the ground and mountains to store ammunition, missiles, equipment, and even to protect personnel. He said that the idea of creating underground missile cities was developed in 1984 when the first tunnel was done. And since then, the construction of the tunnels has been in progress around the clock. The aim of the tunnels is to store missiles underground, according to the commander, shielding Iran's missile capabilities from its enemies. As Iran hides their missiles and military equipment, China has unveiled a terrifying Dongfeng 41 nuke that can strike the U.S. in 30 minutes with 10 warheads. The terrifying super nuke took center stage at a huge arms showcase in Beijing to mark the 70 years of the communist rule. The Dongfeng 41 is a 7,672 mile-per-hour intercontinental ballistic missile that is said to have the furthest range of any nuclear missile.
hate
It's
the
Major League
commies.
Baseball on the show.
You know,
So
because
bases
of
are
the
empty here with
commies,
2
Now
gone,
back.
and that'll
the
bring another
country is
power
all
hitting
fucked
outfielder,
up.
Trey Mancini.
Mancini.
I was just reading on impeachment. Nancy Pelosi says she
This is
has
on the ground over
announced that
first.
6 major House
And he'll
committees,
step on the bag
Judiciary,
himself, and the
Intelligence,
inning is
Ways
over.
and Means, Oversight, Financial Services, and Foreign
So next
Affairs
to the plate for
will each
Tampa Bay,
investigate
Brandon
and then
Lowe.
forward
First time up, he
recommendations
went
to
down
the
looking.
Judiciary
today's
Committee,
game certainly don't get
which in turn will
completely
decide whether to
reprimanded for
recommend
too many
articles of
strikeouts,
impeachment.
but no one likes to
On
go down.
Trump.
Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at
Well,
the
the
finish.
whole reason why
Well,
they're
this is
trying
pulled
to
in by the second
impeach
baseman.
Trump is because he's breaching protocol by trying to take out his opponent for the 2020 race.
Things
No,
not
he
looking
Joe
very good
Biden.
so far in
He
this
actually
one, but we're
trained
still in the
to
middle innings.
do
They're
some
down by
investigation on
a couple
Biden.
runs, and this
Yeah,
would be the right
and
place and the right time to
Ukraine
get something going. The
actually
last thing you
said
want to
there
do
was
is to
no
try to come from behind
actual
and win this one in the
evidence
8th or 9th
showing
inning.
it's an international crime.
It remains to be seen.
Line to the right side, but foul.
What part is made or still need to be seen?
Well, because they're doing this investigation. Just because Ukraine says there was
Swung
no,
on and missed. Really
that
fooled
nothing
him that
happened,
time for
that
the
doesn't
first
mean
out.
they're not lying.
Once again,
It's
Mike
said that
Stanley.
Trump
He'll
is
look to
actually
bounce
just
back after
doing
striking
this
out
to
his last
try
time up.
to
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty.
have Joe Biden not be able to be candidate
or swinging at him. You have to find
or
a
be
way
in the
to
race
make this
anymore.
Well, that's what he did, the same thing to Hillary
For the
Clinton
hit. Now a long throw to third, and he's safe.
with Russia.
Yeah, but
Dead after that
the
base hit right
Russia
there. He's got a
versus
6-game
Trump
hit streak going. You know
whole
what? This could be
golden
this could lead him on to
ideal
something bigger
came
and better
from
things right here. He's been swinging the bat
actual
pretty well. He's been
hackers
rewarded for it, as you
in
talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
in
The
Russia.
0-1 on its way. Drops
Yeah,
one
that
down
happens,
here,
yeah.
and they'll try to beat it out. And they'll
Those
step
were
on
hacked
first for the out, 3
in
unassisted.
Russia. In Trump's favor.
Digging in, Austin Riley, as he'll
The
look
bat.
to
And
bring
we
home
also-
that
I
tying
think-
run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
You know, it hasn't been
He's
brought
set.
out, but I
The
think that they
0-1.
did do some
Hit back up the middle.
illegal investigation
Low,
of her.
ranging up the middle, and the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come
Of
up
who?
empty in the end.
Of Hillary.
Yeah.
Now at the plate, Mike
Now batting.
Stanley.
The
He
first
singled
What
his
would
last
a
time
woman
Yeah, and they take
do
another single
that
right here. That third
a
base coach is dying to wave
that
his
would
arms.
need
I wouldn't be
investigation?
surprised if anything hit hard through the
can't remember.
infield. He's going to wave him. I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like
Well, you got your phone.
Right here, right here.
Backhanded.
Good.
You got your phone right there.
Yeah.
And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. At the plate, number
Now
13, looking to
Because
cut
then
into
in
that big
that
deficit
case,
they've got in front of them.
Because everybody even tried to
That's hit into the
get
right center field gap. And the runner on third scores as they try to
fucking
work their way back into
what's
this
his
one.
name?
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks
Barack
a guy out of
Obama
a slump, but
impeached,
this
too.
guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs.
I just think Republicans and
feeling good
Democrats
about it.
just have a tendency
The
to
1-2.
just
And on the
fight
ground to third. Oh, just
for
a
the
brutal
stuff that
and
they
it goes
don't
right by
understand
him. 1 run scores.
necessarily.
A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. And here's the big right-handed.
I think
blow
they're
from Trey
just trying to
Mancini.
fight
For
just to
3 to
fight.
this
No
point.
left fielder.
Yeah, not his game
Right.
so far. He's such a good
That's
hitter.
why I
They all
think.
kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. It's not really how
I
baseball
could be
works.
wrong though.
There's one. On to first, and they get the double
I
play
don't
to
know
get him
nothing
out of the
about
inning.
politics.
4 to 6 to 3. They roll it
I
up
don't
to
even-
get
I
out of
don't
the
know
jam.
either.
Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this.
Well, you're at that age like my grandmother where politics or something that you guys are interested in.
Next
Well,
week,
I am now. I never was
Mike
before, but
Stanley. He's 1
says
for 4
Donald
of the
Trump
game.
lashed out at Hillary
Stanley.
Clinton on 2 email controversies that have hindered her campaign, while also denying any financial ties to Russia, following reports of possible Russian meddling in the U.S. presidential race. Prosecutors triggered a national
Here's the
firestorm
first
last
pitch to
month
him.
when they asserted that President Donald
to
Trump
start the
conspired
at-bat.
with his ex-fixer Michael Cohen to commit campaign finance crimes involving hush money payments to two women. But the discussion has overlooked another Trump
He's ready.
campaign
Here's the
finance
0-1.
offense,
And
one
here's
that
a
is
pitch
even
high and
easier to
tight for
prove
a
because
ball,
it occurred
1-1.
in plain sight.
This is one of those classic
On July
cases of the right
27,
guy at the right
2016,
spot.
Trump
They
called
need to
on
get a
Russia to
rally
find
going, and this is
presidential
maybe their best
Democratic
hitter, so
nominee
he's the
Hillary
right guy
Clinton
in the right
missing
spot for this
emails.
team right now.
Russia, if you're listening, I
Here's a
hope you're able to
pop-up
find
now.
the 30,000
Number
emails that
35.
were missing.
Moving to his
Trump
left.
proclaimed,
One
he
down.
added, I think you will probably be rewarded mightily by our
Always nice
press.
to get the first game of the
Federal
series.
campaign finance
Even
law
more so
prohibits
when
any
it's
person
one of
The
considering
final
a
line score
campaign
for our ball game
energizes everybody
contributions
the
to
rest
was a
of the
fund with
series.
anything of value to be given
9
to
runs. The left.
influence an election from a foreign national, including a foreign government.
Baseball for you on a
In
Tuesday
asking
night
Russia
from
to find Clinton's
Tropicana
emails,
Field. Tonight,
presidential
the second
candidate
of
Trump
three.
violated the statutory prohibition on seeking help from a foreign country to influence an election. Trump,
So
in
here's
essence,
the
called
cleanup
on
hitter,
foreign
Mike
ad-
Stanley,
adversary
as he'll get
to
his
locate
first
and
opportunity
use something
in
that
this
was
one.
of great value to him
Stanley.
in his campaign.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is low,
So
ball
what
one.
does that
Dan
exactly
Dero, we
mean?
take a look at the
Well,
Rays
I think
entering play here tonight. They're on a great run of late as
it
they
was
come in
illegal for
winners
him
of
to
7
ask
of the
Russia
last 9
to
games.
Yeah, Maddie, this place
come
is
up with
buzzing
the,
right now. This team
Clinton's
won the
emails.
opener of the
Because he
series
wanted
yesterday,
to,
and they're looking to step on this team's throat and
you
take
know,
the first 2
ruin
games
their
of this
chances.
series.
And set up
Becoming
behind the
president.
plate is Joe McDonald as you see
You
the
don't
rest
think
of our
he's trying to
umpiring
do
crew
that
in this one.
with
Hey, Joe
everyone?
McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure
Oh, yeah.
out
Now he's
sometimes,
trying to
Dero.
do it with Biden.
One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't get
Yeah.
much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates
Tried
a
to
lot.
dig up some
Dan,
dirt
you
on
can see some definite
Biden
confusion
in
on the faces
Ukraine
of hitters today.
with
Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike
regarding
on the
his
outer
son's
half. The next time it's a
activities
ball.
over there.
Kind of a little cat and mouse.
You can actually do research on the
On
whole
to second for the
case.
force in this.
It will tell you Ukraine
Up next for the Rays,
that
Austin
Ukraine
Meadows.
did
Now
not find
batting,
nothing
right
out of it.
fielder. Austin
Well,
Meadows.
Set with the 0-1.
he knows
This
that
is
they're
on
not
the
lying.
ground over to
And he's
first.
supporting
He's got it.
Trump.
On to second for the force out, and the side is retired.
They said they did not find nothing at all, so they're not
Stepping
supporting
into the
Trump.
box,
Now
Mike
batting.
Stanley.
The
0 for
first
1 here in the early going.
Mike
Several people
Stanley.
don't actually like Trump.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. Seager over at second. Bogarts on at first with nobody out. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Ukraine is one that just heck or like
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing
kind
through
of
it, 1 and
almost
2
like
now.
listening
Good job
because
of making him chase
Trump's
that
the
pitch
one that
down
pays
below the strike
them.
zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2
So
and 2.
since they need the money, they're going to kind of listen.
Let's see.
Line toward the alley in left center. Mancini arranged to
Hold
his
on,
left
hang on,
as he
hang on.
tracks
Right
this one
there,
down
right
in
in.
left center for the first down. And he is in there. So stepping in, Mike
next for the Red
Stanley.
Sox.
He started out the evening
first
0 for 2 so far.
Mike Stanley.
The Office of Director of National Intelligence provided
And the pitch.
lawmakers on Wednesday with an unclassified version of the complaint written by a
Check swing here,
whistleblower.
and they'll appeal
It's
it down
now
to
at the
first, but
center
Carl
of the
Dixon's right
presidential
on it. He went
impeachment
around, so that's strike
This morning,
1.
that complaint was released to the public. It's an extraordinary document detailing serious concerns
And he
government
checks his
officials
swing.
had
Did
with
he
the
go around?
contents of a
Yes,
July
says the first
25th
base
phone call
umpire.
between
Strike
U.S.
2.
President Donald Trump and
Both
Ukrainian
teams with 6
President
hits so far.
Volodymyr Zelensky. In the phone
And
call,
on
the
1-2,
U.S.
he misses with
President
a
appears to
fastball.
pressure his
I know you have to
counterpart
protect
to
the strike
investigate,
zone when you
among
get the
other
count
things,
to
the
2
family of
strikes,
his
but
political
on an
rival,
0-2 pitch that
rival
misses by
former
that
Vice
much,
President
it's
Biden.
pretty easy for him.
Although the
Hammered
president
the other way
insists
to
there is
deep
no
right
wrongdoing
field.
and has called the
And that
impeachment
is off
process
the wall.
Democrats in the House of Representatives initiated on September 4th.
The
a
relay
joke.
throw.
It's clear from the new document that
And
this
he'll
matter
pull
is
into
actually
second
very
with
serious
one away.
and that White House officials knew it. From the
Boy, after
whistleblower
that
complaints,
face knock right there, D-Roll, he
in the
extends
days
his
following
hitting
the
streak
call,
to
I learned
7
from
games.
multiple
Yeah, you
U.S.
can tell he's
officials
made
that
some
senior
necessary
White House
adjustments
officials
at
had
the plate.
intervened
Anytime you're getting a
to
knock
lock
every
down
day
all
of the
records
week,
of
you're
the
doing
phone
things
call,
right. Keeping that
especially
front
the
shoulder
official
tough,
word-for-word
staying
transcript
inside the
of the
ball,
call that
not
was
trying to do
produced.
too much.
As is
Number
customary
43
by the
is
White
under it.
House,
2 gone, but
Situation
he gets
Room.
back in
This
time,
sets
safe
of
at second
actions
base.
underscored to me that White House officials
Stepping up
understood
now,
the gravity of what had
Boston
transpired
on
in
his
the
Number
call.
run thus far.
The whistleblower goes on to say that White
Running
House
on
officials
for
told
third.
him they were
Ground
directed
ball
by
sent back up the
internal
middle.
lawyers to remove the
Throw in the
electronic
dirt, but a good scoop
transcripts
at
from
first,
the
saves an
computer
error.
system where they are usually stored for distribution
Ready
to
for another
cabinet
chance?
officials, and
Mike
instead loaded the
Stanley. He
information
singled his
into a
last
separate
time up.
system
He's set. Here
Stanley.
he
for
comes.
classified information
Just
of
lucky
an
to make
especially
contact
sensitive
on that one as
nature.
it's chopped foul.
An unnamed White House official
Bogarts
told the
on at first,
whistleblower that this was
nobody
an
out.
abuse of the electronic system. The
Big
complaint
swing and
also
a miss at
goes
the
a long
fastball.
way
He's
to
behind in
confirm
the count of
concerns raised
1-2.
in notes of the
I
phone
can't
call
imagine he
earlier
was
this
sitting
week.
on fastball at
According
his
to the
neck right there.
whistleblower,
He is going to have to lower his
multiple
sights
White
if he's
House
going to have any
officials
chance.
In the
with
dirt, but
direct
it's swung
knowledge
on
of the
for the
call
third
informed me
strike.
that after
And he'll
initial
just need
exchange
to
of
throw to second. He's
pleasantries,
in
the
there.
President
And
used
forget
the
about the
remainder
double
of
play
the
now.
call to advance his personal
Digging
interests.
in now, number
Namely, he sought
43.
to pressure
He's
the
working on a
Ukrainians
1 for
needed to
3
take
thus
actions
far.
to help the president's 2020
The
election bid.
1-2.
In addition to Trump
Moved it back
pressuring
up the middle.
Zelensky
He's
about
right
Biden,
there.
the
Flip
complaint
of his
also
glove
says
for
he
one.
requested that
Relay to
Ukraine
first in
uncovered
time, and
evidence
just
about
like that,
servers
this
used by
side
the
is
Democrat National Committee in
striding in once
2016.
again.
For the
Daniel
Rays.
Robertson,
Previously
a hit in
investigated
2 at-bats for him at
by
this
the
point in the ball
American
game.
cybersecurity
Safely on the ground to
CrowdStrike and
first.
found to be tampered with by
And
investment
a step
hackers.
on first for the out,
Proved the
3
hacks actually
unassisted.
originated in Ukraine, an apparent effort to derail
So
an
striding in,
investigation into
Mike
his campaign's
Stanley. He
involvement
got called
in
out on
Russian
strikes his
election
last time
affairs.
through.
Yeah, Matty, and
Trump also
hopefully he got it out
explicitly
of his
requested
system.
that
Especially
Ukrainian
now,
officials
he's got
meet
to
with
bear
Attorney
down. We
General
get the
William
three
Barr
strikes in this
and
one.
the President's Assistant Lawyer Louis Giuliani about the matter. The U.S. President
At the
also
plate,
suggested
number
in the phone
13.
call that
And he
Zelensky
needs to make something happen. They're down to their
Prosecutors
final
General
out here in the ninth.
Yuri
Last strike now for the Red Sox.
Lutsenko made allegations in March
As
that
they
he
were able to get the
would walk
possible
back
time
about
run to the
Biden's
plate, but
activities
could
in
not
Ukraine.
cash in. And tonight's comes to
And the
an end
nation's
at 6.
interference in the 2016 U.S. election. These claims since retracted worked